say Chai. Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael. Guys, we have to make sure that Mamdani in there hears us. When I say Am Yisrael, you say Chai. Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael. Listen, tonight we stand here because the Jewish community of New York is done tolerating those who demonize us, dismiss our fears, and then hide behind the language of activism while anti-Semitism spirals out of control across this city. And Zoran Mamdani has become the loudest and most dangerous voice fueling that hostility. At a moment when Jewish New Yorkers are being assaulted in the streets, when Jewish students are being threatened and harassed, when synagogues and schools are forced to operate under constant security, Mamdani has repeatedly chosen to target the Jewish community instead of defend it. He opposed protections for Jewish students and institutions facing intimidation and harassment by vetoing the City Council's buffer zone bill. He attacked the IRA definition of anti-Semitism because apparently even defining hatred against Jews is too much for him. And while Jews across New York were already feeling isolated and under siege, he promoted divisive propaganda designed to inflame anger against Israel and the Jewish community, and then he doubled down when the Jewish community expressed outrage. That is not leadership. It is reckless political extremism that needs to be condemned. It is the normalization of anti-Semitism, and every single New Yorker should be outraged by it. Because when elected officials treat Jewish concerns like a joke, when they excuse anti-Jewish hatred as politics, they send a message to every extremist in the city that Jews are fair game. But there is something Zoran Mamdani and his proxies will never understand about the Jewish people. We are unbreakable. We carry Torahs through the ashes of Europe. We whispered Hebrew prayers in Soviet prisons. We rebuilt synagogues after pogroms shattered them. We crossed oceans with nothing in our pockets and built thriving Jewish communities in America. And after the Holocaust, after humanity witnessed the worst evil imaginable, the Jewish people did not disappear. We rebuilt families, rebuilt faith, we rebuilt Jewish life, and we came home to establish the State of Israel as a beacon of hope in the ancestral homeland of the Jewish people. And that spirit, and I close with this, and that spirit brought us to this moment today, where I am proud to announce that after months of relentless work, just minutes ago, the New York State Senate and Assembly passed a major comprehensive buffer zone bill. Legislation that will protect synagogues, schools, JCCs. When Mamdani tried to veto protections for Jews, the Jewish community stood up, and now that is law across New York State. So when people continue to try to demonize us, when they continue to try to call us out, my friends, we will respond to them with that timeless phrase that sums up the spirit of who we are as a people. Am Yisrael Chai. The people of Israel live. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you.